Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm going to be doing a speed build today, or a part of a speed build. This is going to be probably a 3-episode little mini series for the Ketchikan II. I did not pick the name of this house, by the way. I have a blueprint book. I'm a realtor in real life, so I have this book and it's full of blueprints, and so I use them all the time, and I like to give them their actual names. So this one is by Hall Quality Homes. It's a builder up here in Alaska, which is where I live. So I thought it would be a fun one. I actually had one of my moderators in my group pick it. I just gave them, I was like, pick a number between, I think it was like page 19 and page 96 or something like that. And this is what one of them picked. So I'm like, all right, let's go, let's do this. So the first episode, I really just build the shell, and then I put together some of the downstairs. It was a lot. I'm bad. I like clutter, and I take my time. I don't know how some of these speed builders can do it all in like a 20-minute speed build, and they whip this thing together. I'm not that good yet, but I'm working on it. So over here we've got it in, it's 4-bedroom, 3-bath. I put it on a 40 by 30 lot in Newcrest, I believe. And so downstairs is the master bath, laundry room, walk-in closet, garage, which I end up turning into a home gym. It's got the kitchen, the dining, and the living room. So I'm really liking how this turned out. I decided to limit myself, so I gave myself an expansion pack, a game pack, and a stuff pack. So I did clearly base game, and then it was seasons, jungle adventure, and laundry day pack, because I really wanted a laundry room in this build. So I'm like, nope, we have to use laundry day for the stuff pack. I think I'm going to start doing my builds like that. I'm going to use one of each, with the occasional base game only, because I know there are some people who only have base game. So I try to do builds once in a while that are just base game, but it's so hard. I have all the packs and I just want to use them. So but I do try to be considerate and think of others, and do an occasional base game only house. So if that is something you're interested in, I have a lot on my gallery. It's Sasha KAY 907, and I have all kinds of stuff on there. I have wedding venues and parks and so many houses. I have shells, which I do shells a little bit differently. I know a lot of people don't put roofs on them, or they don't put doors or anything, but in my head, a shell is like a house that you have to move into and kind of make your own. So if a builder came in, they're going to put together all the walls. Well, a builder would put in the doors and the windows, which you'd get to pick, but I don't know. So I just do shells a little bit differently. I do the walls, and I put in windows, and I mean, of course you can change those if you don't like them, but I just feel like you get a house, it should have at least the basics. I've downloaded a few shells, and I can never tell which rooms are supposed to be what, and I get irritated. So on my shells, I'm always like, look, I'll put in some stuff for a bathroom. You don't have to use it for a bathroom if you don't want to, but at least it's there. I mean, at least you kind of get like where my head was when I was putting it together or whatever. So yeah, I do those a little different, and I've been asked why I put the plumbing in, and I'm like, this is just how I do it. Everybody does things a little bit unique to their own sense of style, and this is just me. I think that they should have a little more to it. But hey, I don't think I have any jest boxes on there, actually. Maybe I should try one sometime. But also, if you have not joined my group, I have to do my little spiel real quick. Join Sims Grown Facebook group. We are on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. We have a Discord. 2 of my moderators are streamers on Twitch. So we have a lot going on. We usually have giveaways going all the time. We literally have a fund set up where all the members and, of course, my whole team donates to it, and then we do challenges. As soon as there's enough money in the pot, I'll put together a poll. I'm like, hey, do you want to do a stuff pack giveaway, or do you want us to keep saving until we get enough? And the members tell us. If the members are who are donating, then they should get to decide when we do the challenges and what kind of challenges we do. And we try to make as many people happy as possible, but as you know, it's really hard to make everyone happy. But we do go out of our way and really try to have, a fun atmosphere, and that's what the giveaways are. They're fun. We're like, sometimes it's, let's see, we did a Johnny Depp one. One of my moderators put it together. It was so much fun. They had to pick one of his characters and, bring it to the sim world. That one was a lot of fun. I've done a couple of shells. We did a short story or shell mode one. That one was kind of cool. So we really try to do a little bit of everything, but then again, it's all what wins the votes. I had a member come to me and they're like, hey, can we do a challenge where they have to do something from Supernatural? I thought it was cool because I really like the show. And I'm like, well, I'll put it in the vote. Like the next time we vote, I will put it in there. And unfortunately, it didn't win. And I'm like, oh, that would have been such a fun one to do. Because, if you watch the show, I think I wouldn't mind having Dean in my game. I might put him in there. But, so yeah, it just kind of depends what everybody in the group wants. And it's a really family-like atmosphere. It's not all about Sims. We talk and we get to know each other. I have daily posts that go out every day, and Mondays are for memes. Talk About It Tuesday is just whatever. I think today's Talk About It Tuesday was what's your favorite color, and then there's a little picture in there that's, if it's green, then you're compassionate or something. I can't remember all of them, but it's a fun one, so everybody comments and gets involved, and they're so much fun. Those are growing every day, and I love them. Work It Wednesday, Thursday Thoughts, Friday Favorites, Sim Saturday, and Social Media Sunday. And those go out like clockwork. They will be out every morning. Well, for Alaska, it's in the morning. Depending on where you live, it'll come out at different times. But you can depend on those posts. They will be there every day. And more and more people react to them. And if we have one that a bunch of people don't react to, we know, let's try something else for next week. So, and I have a great team. I have such a great team. They're always going through. We're really good about trying to, watch everybody's videos that they post and read their stories and support their builds and do whatever we can. Life is hard enough, and Sims is supposed to be an outlet, and we want to be an outlet too. Safe space. We don't tolerate a lot of, I guess, arguing and stuff. So it's like, if you see a post you don't like, instead of starting an argument on it, just scroll past it. Not everybody likes the same stuff, and we can't keep everyone happy no matter what we do. And, it sucks. It sucks that no matter what happens, there's always somebody who wants to argue. And, we try not to have a lot of rules in the group because, you go into a group and they're like, you can't post that. And, oh, you need to remove this and post it again. And we don't allow that except on this day of the week. And there's so many rules. It's like a headache trying to keep up. And then you get booted out of groups because you broke a rule you didn't even realize was a rule. So we don't want to be that group. We want to just be laid back, post what you want, Sims or not. We don't care. Post about your pets. We really don't care. We just want to have a good time, and that's how you get to know people, by posting whatever you want to post. So, and we want to support that. I know it's not like every other Sims group, and then we have members who come in and report content, and when we ask them, we're like, hey, just wondering why you reported this content. They're like, it had nothing to do with Sims. That is always such a fun conversation to have, and sometimes they're really accepting of the fact. They're like, oh, I didn't realize you guys do it different. And then sometimes they're like, well, why would I want to see that? And I have to be like, I'm sorry, this may not be the group for you. I'm sorry, which always sucks losing a member, but at the same time, we want the members who are there to fit in and to understand how we do things, because we've done it that way since day one and we have no intentions of changing it. We want to be a fun group. Like, screw the rules. Let's just have a good time. If Facebook allows it, more than likely we will allow it. We have the basics, like you have to blur out any nudity. It's clearly an 18. It's an adult content group for sure. But it isn't always. It's not always vulgar or graphic or anything. It's just, sometimes there's like a side boob or something and you just have to put a little blur on that or whatever. And I mean, other than that, no hate speech, clearly. I don't tolerate racism of any kind. That goes for everyone. And, don't hate on people. If you don't like something the way they do it, just keep scrolling and find another post. I promise you, there's like 70 posts a day or something. There will be something in there that you can relate to or talk about. You don't have to pick the one that you don't like. But here I go, talking about Sims Grown again. I'm sorry, I do it every video, but I love my group. Anyway, back to the build. I'm kind of working on coloring for the inside. I make it really basic because I'm going to post it as a shell before I finish the house. So I kind of just pick like basic colors and everything that maybe everyone can just get the vibe for, and then, change it from there. And by the way, if you ever download one of my shells, please tag me when you re-upload it, or, upload it to Facebook and tag me. I'm in so many Sims groups, so if you're in one, I'm probably in it. And if I'm not, message me a link. I will join that group. I have no problem. That's another thing about Sims Grown. We don't care if you promote your own groups. You have your own lives. We don't own our members. Like, if you want to, reach out to somebody and be like, hey, I thought you'd fit in with my group, do it. Like, we have Social Media Sunday, which you can literally post all your group links on your Etsy pages, Facebook groups, streaming pages, YouTube channels. It doesn't matter. Share it all. We want to support you. Clearly not the typical group. But, so back to the build again. I keep being sidetracked. Working on the outside. I love the little garage doors, and are they ever going to add cars? Like, I'm going to just talk about that for a second, but are they ever going to add cars? I feel like they're not. I feel like the Sims 4 has already been out for, let's see, it has to be like 7 years, and we don't have cars. Like, that's so basic. Like, cars have been around for a very long time everywhere. How are we not going to have them in our game except for like these debug objects? I understand. I re-downloaded Sims 3 recently, and I understand that, that it was laggy no matter which way you slice it. If you had all the mods and a super nice computer, most of the time you still lagged. So if you didn't have a super nice computer, you were really lagging. So, like, I understand that they had to make changes to make it more, lag friendly, if you will. But how do we still not have cars? Like, even if I wouldn't even care if they got in the car and drove to it and then it went to the loading screen. And then all of a sudden when it loads back up, they're pulling into there or something. I don't know. I feel like there's a way to do it where it's not like open world, which is probably where the lag came from. But still, can I have a car? Can I just can I just roll it around the block if I want to go to the park or something? Just, Sims 4, come on. How is everybody feeling about the new pack, the Dream Home Decorator? I was really worried before it came out because I remember that in The Sims 3 and they did not do it well. I would spend like an hour redoing whatever room they wanted done, and I'd be like, oh my god, this looks gorgeous. Yes, yes. And bam, no, I don't like it. I hate it. How could you do this to my house? And you're just like, what? this is gorgeous. Like, I don't know what kind of taste you have. So I was a little bit worried when they announced it. I like the idea and the furniture that came with it. I am obsessed with. So that I would have spent the money for just that alone. Like, the career is an added bonus. But of course I have to test it. And I did my first 3 and it was bam, 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 like nailing it. They loved everything I did. And I was like, okay, they improved this. Like, I'm super excited. I'm so glad they improved this. And then number 4 hit. I think it was 4. I think it was either 3 or 4. And there it was, $0. Everything went down. And I'm like, what? Okay, like, all right, I had to have done something wrong. Let me try again. And now every time I do it, all I get is dislikes. Like, I rarely get likes, and I keep talking to him and I keep talking to him. And now I've been there for 8 hours and I haven't even started because they don't want to tell me anything they like. I dislike this and I dislike that. I'm like, well, what do you like? Your life seems rather bleak if you have nothing in your life that you like. So that's kind of a glitch. I wish they would fix, where at least give me 1 like. It'd be nice to have all 3, but just can I have 1 like? And now I think I've done 2 or 3 in a row where everything went down. And I can't figure out what I'm doing differently. I talk to them a bunch. I get to know them. I do all of the check marks. I take my before photos and I take my after photos, and I only use the furniture pieces they like and the colors they like, and then it's still like, no. And I'm like, you don't know what you want with your life is how I feel about it. But, you know, it's just a couple glitches. After every pack that comes out, there's a couple of glitches. I'm sure they'll fix them. They fixed like a dust the bus kit or whatever. You had to vacuum all day long. You had to vacuum all day long. It never ended. It was enough for a lot of people to just turn that kit off, because it was not worth it to be like, okay, yeah, I'll just spend my whole day vacuuming because I don't need to make any money or, you know, tell my Sims to live. They just need to sit there with a vacuum in their hand. How stupid is that? I should be vacuuming in my own house right now, and I'm not doing it because I'd rather be playing The Sims. Hello? Even my Sims don't want to sit there and hold a vacuum all day long. But eventually they got it fixed, so I'm sure eventually they'll work out the kinks to this pack as well. Thank you for making it this far into my video. If you haven't already, you know, like this video and subscribe if you want to see the next episodes coming out for this one. I think it's going to be about 3 parts because it took me like 3.5 hours to build everything, and I got it shrunk down, but it was still like, I think, right under an hour, and so that was too long. Nobody was going to watch it. So I like doing like 25 minutes or less videos. I feel like that's solid. I watch those type of videos all the time. Let me know in the comments if that's too long, or I doubt it'd be too short, but just let me know your thoughts. Is it going too fast? Is it too slow? I'm still new to doing this, but it's something I want to be good at. So the more feedback, the better. I can handle constructive criticism, so tell me what's up. Like, I'm a pretty open book, so just tell me what's up. I mean, don't come in my inbox and just say you suck. I mean, be a little more constructive than that, but by all means, if you think I'm that bad, feel free. I can take it. I don't have thin skin. So, I'm working on the inside right now, and I have to tell you, it's not on this video, but I think the backyard is one of my favorite places of this house. I like the layout. I prefer having, in real life, I do prefer having the master on the main floor so that you're closest to the front door with the kids all upstairs. I don't know about having them right above my room, but I don't know. It would work in The Sims because they don't make noise. Why don't they make noise? I never thought of that. That's not something they really... It's too loud in here or something. Is that just my mother? Because I used to get that all the time when I was growing up. You're being too loud. Okay, Mom. Luckily, when you're playing The Sims, you don't yell at it too often unless you spend 3 hours on a build and then it crashes and you have to start over. Unless I was the only one that happened to. I doubt it, because I'm pretty sure that was like a solid complaint. Like we never learned to just save it. We're like, I can't believe the game crashed after I've been playing for 3 hours. Yeah, of course I didn't save it. Yeah, I always felt really stupid when I did that because I know better. I know. Even now, like, I haven't had the game crash in quite a while. It did crash when Eco Lifestyle came out a few times. That was a glitch. But other than that, it doesn't crash very often. But I am still, like, so scared to play too long without saving, even though I know that it's probably good. But I don't trust it still. Sims 3 broke me. Okay, with how often that thing crashed and how often it froze and you had to start over and had you saved. Oh my gosh, that is probably the biggest struggle of The Sims for me, is when it crashes and you have been working on something, because you can never get it perfectly right. Every once in a while I'll get lucky and I'll have like a picture of it. Like, I'll take a picture and send it to a friend or something while I'm working on it, and I'm like, oh, I can go off the picture at least. It still won't be completely the same, but at least I have a guideline and I can kind of remember what I did. But we are coming up to the end of this video, so I want to touch base on a couple of things. Please, please, please go and join my Sims Grown Facebook group. I don't think you'll regret it. We have a really great community, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. I do speed builds, and I have a couple ideas for some other things. Like, I'm working on the Hunter Baby Challenge. I want to try a couple of different challenges, so let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing any of that type of gameplay. Testing videos maybe for new packs, because I always end up getting them right when they come out. So just, let me know your thoughts. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you for the next video. Thanks, bye!
And I just wanna go alone. I'm just trying to prove that I'm the best. I don't do it for the money, for the cause, or for the chest. I got way too many people trying to put me through the test. I'm just feeling really good about myself without the rest. What you saying, what you saying, what you feeling? Coming back home slowly. What you saying, what you feeling? So baby, let me know how I lost control. What you saying, what you feeling? Coming back home. But you still run away, break hearts, save the day, restart. Be the way so dark, can't you see what's going on? You just lie so long, can't deny you're wrong. Feeling I all gone, I just wanna go alone. I'm just trying to prove that I'm the best. I don't do it for the money, for the cause, or for the chest. I got way too many people trying to put me through the test. I'm just feeling really good about myself without the rest. What you saying, what you saying, what you feeling? Coming back home slowly. What you saying, what you feeling? So baby, let me know how I lost control. Save the day, restart, be the way so dark. Can't you see what's going on? You just lie so long, can't deny you're wrong. Feeling I all gone, I just wanna go alone. I'm just trying to prove that I'm the best. I don't do it for the money, for the cause, or for the chest. I got way too many people trying to put me through the test. I'm just feeling really good about myself without the rest. What you saying, what you saying, what you feeling? Coming back home slowly. What you saying, what you feeling? So baby, let me